Jai Hind students, again with your poem An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum by Stephen Spender. So in my previous video I have explained 2 stanzas and we will discuss the third stanza. Now it is here. Surely Shakespeare is wicked. The map is a bad example, with ships and sun and love tempting them to steal for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes from fog to endless night. On their slag heap these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of steel with mended glass, like bottle bits on stones. Of all of their time and space are foggy slum, so blot their maps with slums as big as doom. So it is here, surely Shakespeare is wicked. Means I told you in previous stanza that so many posters are hanging there. So in one poster there is Shakespeare, and Shakespeare's bald head was just like comparing to the rising sun. But here Shakespeare is also for culture, representing culture and intelligence. So, but this is just opposite to the lives of these slum children, because Shakespeare has described a world of optimism, hope, love, and this beautiful world in his writing, which is in complete contrast to the black future and miserable life full of misery, and a life full of gloom, despair, and totally being so many difficulties. They are in their slums. They are subjected to live miserable life. Means these slum children, they are subjected to live miserable life. So they have only poverty, they have hungerness, they have many miserable conditions in front of them. So in frustration they try to snatch and steal what they don't have and end up criminals. So Shakespeare is wicked here, because these children are deprived of love and beauty of nature. They are deprived of hopefulness. No hope is there in their slum condition. So Shakespeare is like cunning, like a very bad person here. So because they are not getting those things whatever Shakespeare has described in his writing. So it is about that. Now the map is a bad example, because in map there are ships, sun, and also love is here in Shakespeare's writing. So map is a bad example, because it shows a beautiful and bright world, beautiful rivers, places, mountains, lakes. In contrast, these children are confined to their own slum conditions to live. So they are confined to live in their own world and where they are living, and so they are confined to live in the narrow and dirty streets of the slum, being foggy and unfavorable conditions. So it is also means Shakespeare is also just like a wicked person here, and map is also not according to those children, because they are far away from these natural things, and they are far away from the facilities that should be with them. So these are just meaningless here, and these posters these posters are can force them to just snatch the things that they don't have. Means this can lead them to be criminals. It is next, for lives that slyly turn in their cramped holes. Cramped holes is here metaphor, because cramped hole here for their homes that are just like very small houses are there, and they are living just like mice. Means in one home there are so many people, hardly they are surviving there, and they are surviving there, and they are very in a very rough condition. And so their lives, means these slum children's life, they that is just slightly means very, it is secretly making them to live their cramped holes, means in a poor and worse conditioned homes, and where no hope is there. From fog to endless night. Fog means here morning time. It is again metaphor, and metaphor is here only for fog, because fog is here for morning time. And so the poet wants to say that these children's future is totally dark from the morning till the night, and total darkness is there. Means there is no ending of miseries in their life, and their future is total black. Their future is totally hopeless. No ending is there. And from fog is here alliteration. Now on their slag heap. So here metaphor is here, because slag heap is referring to their body, that is just like garbage heap, because slag means a rough material that is that comes out from stone after cleaning, after making it shiny. So it is like garbage. So their bodies are just like garbage heap, and on those bodies these children wear skin. These children are so thin, so weak, so you can say very poor. Their what means their skins are just like on their body, and through the skin their bones are peeping. So bad condition. And they have wore spectacles made of steel, and that had been mended glass, means glass of those spectacle has been broken, and totally just like here again, like bottle bits on stones. Here simile is here. The poet is comparing the spectacle with a bottle, and that is totally cracked, and that is totally cracked, having bits on stone, and this bottle has been compared with these spectacles, and spectacles are made of means their frame is of steel and glass, and of means glass of those spectacles are also broken. Means totally these children are in a very rough condition. Poverty is intensified by the fact that the glasses which these children wear are cracked, broken, and look like broken pieces of a bottle. So here means broken pieces of a bottle is just comparing, means spectacles are being compared with the broken pieces of a bottle. Totally very rough condition, pitiable condition, and we can say miseries are there. So all of their time and space are foggy slum, means their future is totally blocked with their poverty, and they are in very wretched condition, in a very rough condition, and there is no hope in their life. So it is here about their condition that has been totally blocked with the poverty and unfavorable condition, means no hope is there. So blot their maps with slums as big as doom. All of their life is being destroyed here in the slum because they are forced to live in the slum. In slums, no way is there to change their life, and so the slum is like a blot, like a curse as big as doom. Doom means destruction on the maps of these children. So the lives of these children are totally full of darkness and no hope is there, and their future is totally blocked with due to their poverty, due to their unfavorable condition, and they are so weak, so poor that they can't change their life, and they are burdened with poverty, hunger, and lack of nourishment. For changing these conditions, it is very difficult, means not possible easily. Next stanza. Unless governor, inspector, visitor, this map becomes their window, and these windows that shut upon their lives like catacombs break open till they break the town and show the children to green fields and make their world turn azure on gold sands, and let their tongues run naked into books the white and green leaves open, history theirs whose language is the sun. So here the poet is saying that these children will be continued to live here, to suffer their miseries, to suffer their unfavorable conditions, and to be deprived of their facilities until or unless government officials, inspectors, they visit. Means if they visit in such type of schools, then their conditions may be improved, sure. So the poet wants these governors, inspectors, and visitors, and all the civilized people to visit these slum children's condition, whatever they are facing, so that they can make a bridge between them. So these children also can be able to have facilities, and these children can also look this world. Then this map that is hanging there in the room, in the classroom, can be a reality, and this map becomes their window. Means this map that is hanging there, due to governors, due to inspectors, due to visitors, this map can be also their window. Means they will be able to see this world with the interference of these civilized people. Now, and these windows are these classroom windows, those windows that are classroom windows that have shut their future and their life also, because they are not able to see outside. So these windows of these classrooms, these slum children's classrooms, have shut upon their lives like catacomb. Catacomb means underground graves. So these children are, means these children's slum school classrooms are just like graves that are covered with these windows. So these children and their classroom that they are sitting inside these classrooms have been compared with the graves. So metaphor is here, catacomb is here for these children's classrooms, because they are not able to move outside. They are to live there. They are to just keep inside them. So it is about that. Means these slum classrooms windows are just like block, just like I can say their hurdle in their movement for their progress. So poet is saying break, oh break, open, means he is saying to open these windows, to break these windows, to break this barrier, and let them to move outside till they break the town. Means they should be move outside. So these windows of the elementary school classrooms which confine all their hopes and dreams must be broken, so that these children can also be able to move out in the green fields, and also they can also enjoy fresh air and beauty of nature. So the poet is here saying to open, to break and open the window of the slum classrooms. So and show the children to green fields, so that means break these windows of the classroom, so that these slum children can move out to the green fields and to see the greenery, to see the to have the fresh air, and they can enjoy the beauty of nature and make their world themselves. When they will be moving outside. In this way they will be able to make their own world. Means they will develop their thoughts. They will move outside and they will get opportunity. So run azure on gold sands, means he is saying to the children to just saying or desiring also these children that they should be allowed to run freely on the golden sands. So naked means here to move freely. So he is saying let these children allow to move freely on the sand, on the golden sands, and they should be allowed to enjoy green leaves, means to enjoy the beauty of nature. And white means here pages, means notebooks, means let them having books, notebooks and green environment, so that they can make their future bright, and so that they can make their own world, because history theirs whose language is the sun. According to him, history is written by those people whose language has the warmth and energy of the sun. So the poet is desiring, wishing all the officials, inspectors, visitors, governors to make a bridge between them and these slum children, so that these slum children can make their future bright. They can move outside, they can break their bound, whatever is in front of their, they can break the hurdles to make their future bright. And so he is wishing, desiring these officials to interfere and to make a bridge between both of them, so between these children and them. So he is also wishing these children to run freely on the golden sand and in the green environment, and to enjoy beauty of nature, because to enjoy also to have the light of sun, so that they can make their future bright, because history is written by those who has the energy of the sun. Okay students, I hope you will have understood very well, and try to get meaning. And okay, Jai Hind students.